What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another College Football 27 UMASS rebuild. We are starting the season, the first 4 games of the season 2-2. We just beat FCS in a game that was a lot closer than I would have liked. We only beat them by 2 points. I don't think I played a very good game. I think I threw a lot of interceptions, if I remember correctly. It's been a while. Yeah, I threw 2 interceptions, got sacked 4 times, and only had a completion percentage of only 51%. So it was a bad game. Luckily, our defense did well enough to keep it close enough to where we had a chance to win. But I've been really upset if we managed to lose to FCS. In our 2 wins, we put up 23 points, which is kind of a weird thing. But next up on our schedule is Eastern Michigan. It's going to be our second conference matchup of the season. Hopefully we can get that. I can't remember what our AD expectations is, which is, Jesus Christ. For only 50 NIL points, one of my incentives is to be ranked top 25 in the next 4 seasons. Jesus Christ. Force at least 10 turnovers on defense this season. Might not even get that either. And sign 3 recruits from Massachusetts on signing day. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I might not hit a single one of these incentives. And maybe other than top 25 in the next 4 seasons, but that's crazy. That's only 50 NIL for that. But we're going against Eastern Michigan, who is 0-2 in the conference. They're pretty evenly matched with us. No one in the MAC will be exceptional, I don't think, but it's going to be a home game against Eastern Michigan Eagles. Let's ride. Let's get into this, and hopefully we can secure a dub and get back over 500. And no band music or anything on the walkout. That was a quick intro. Now here we are. We're going to be starting off on offense this game. Our second conference matchup of the season. We're already doing better than we did last season. We only won 1 game last season. And we got 2 wins already. We're going to open the game up. I usually open the game up with a run. We're going to open it up with a pass on 1st and 10 at the 20. Matthew beats his man, but he can't hang on. Linebacker played that well. First pass of the game is an incompletion, which is kind of disappointing considering we only got, what? That was terrible too. 50-something%, like 52% of our passes completed last game. And now we're already facing a long 3rd down, 3rd and 12. Not a very good start. Got a man over the middle. It's Matthews, but he doesn't have a good enough. He didn't get a good enough pass to really cut up field, and just like that, we're gonna have to punt 4 and out. Almost a block as well. We don't have a very good punter either, so they're gonna start at inside the 40 of their own territory, or past the 40, I should say. Not a very good start to the game against Eastern Michigan. We just kind of got completely disassembled. But maybe we can make up for it on defense. 1st and 10. Got a man on a drag. He gets past the markers, and they're already doing better on their drive than we did on ours. And their right guard, or right tackle, is massive at 71. Area 2nd and inches. We're going to be sending blitz here. Going to be an option, and he's still going to fall forward enough to get the 1st down. A lucky play for Eastern Michigan. Good pass breakup or deflection, whatever that was. 2nd and 10. They're within field goal range, or at least close. I don't know how good their kicker is. I mean, option, he's just going to not pitch it and get hit immediately. It's going to set them up for the 3rd and long, which we've really struggled on 3rd and long situations, giving up big chunk plays when we could have gotten off the field. We're going to get sacked. They're going to be knocked out of field goal range. We're going to give up 0 points on defense. That's what I like to see. We're going to try to pin him steep. They don't even get close to hitting the sideline. It's going to be a touchback. We're going to start at the 20 once again. All right. A turnover could be the only thing that's worse than what we did last drive, so let's avoid that. We're going to get 5 yards on the drag. We're going to run the read option here on 2nd and 5. We're just going to hand it off, and we're going to get the 1st down. Wasn't the correct read, but I have more trust in our running back getting the 1st down in that situation. All right, 1st and 10. Got our own 34 here. Got a man over the middle. We're on the right side of the field, I should say, and that's going to get a 1st down through the air. Run the RPO here. Gonna give it to him on the screen. Gonna get a block downfield. Gonna not get around them though. But it's gonna be 2nd inches. We're gonna go for a shot play. See if we can get our running back on the wheel route here. If not, try to hit the drag or throw it away. So we're just gonna hit the screen here. Get the 1st down that way. Offense is moving well right now. See what we got on 1st and 10 here. Gonna keep it this time, get a good burst of speed, get a spin move, but it won't pull the safety there. Oh, we'll get a 1st down. Kind of risky letting my quarterback take the hit there, but thought maybe that was the difference between a touchdown there. All right, 1st and 10, we're gonna like a little mesh concept here. Might have had B there. Might have had X too if I would have found him over the middle, but I didn't. We have 3 guys on the line. We're going to be running a draw here on 2nd and 10. And that guy just gets 3 untouched. No one even attempted to block him. And the play's blown up. 3rd and 10 now. Or 11, excuse me. That man over the middle is Harding. Just going to make it an easier field goal. 40 yards. Right down the middle. And we get 3 points. Drive was going well until it wasn't. I think I had a touchdown on that one play, and I just didn't see it. I was looking at the flat or the drags and not the deep routes. See what we can do on defense now. I'm gonna start at the 22. Play action. I was there for the user pick, but I moved more towards the left side of the field. I thought that's where they're gonna hit. He was open. I'm gonna go 5 wide here. And that guy just outruns my linebacker easily. He gets 24 yards. My linebackers are so slow. I couldn't even keep up with a tight end. Okay, at least he broke it up. That would have been very disheartening if he would have got a play out of that. 2nd and 10. We're running cover 4 here. Expecting pass, and they do pass it, but had a bunch of underneath routes. I get 3rd and inches. I'm expecting a run here. We're gonna run commit inside, and that's what they run, and we're gonna get to there on the play. Back-to-back punts on back-to-back drives. We're gonna get the ball back up 3 against Eastern Michigan. This time they have a chance to pin us deep. Will they get a good bounce? They will not, and that will be another touchback. I liked a lot about that drive, just not the finish. We drove down the field nicely. He made the right choice. I thought he was going to stick with the out route, but he ended up going to the curl. And we didn't get the big play there. We're going to run here. We're going to get the first down and maybe more, but it stood up by the safety, I believe. Well, end of the first quarter, we're up 3-0. Pretty boring defensive matchup so far. Eastern Michigan only has 2 rushing yards, but averaging 4.4 yards per attempt. I want to try throwing deep down the field, but I just don't think I have the players for that yet, even against a team like Eastern Michigan. I might X down the field, but instead we're just going to get a yard. What happens is I keep seeing the deep route until it went too late, and then I can't get it to him. That guy wasn't even looking at the ball, yet he still intercepted it. Okay. He should not even have been looking at the quarterback and known the ball was in the air. And we throw an interception. Then they're going to bomb us over the middle and get a touchdown immediately. Wow. That linebacker that intercepted me must have had like 99 awareness, because he knew exactly when the ball was thrown and where it was going to go, and then intercepted it. Well, that was a quick bang-bang kind of situation there where we immediately lost the lead after doing so well so far, and we just have not been able to run the ball as effectively as I'd like. That's going to be another interception because the linebacker was just there, and man, what happened? Back-to-back passes, back-to-back interceptions, and now Eastern Michigan has a chance to double-digit the lead. Just no one. I don't know. That was just bad. That was just bad on me. They found a man open over the middle. That's 2 touchdowns back to back, and now we are fighting from behind against Eastern Michigan after 2 very costly mistakes. For the rest of the game, we're going to have to play pretty much perfect if we're going to have a chance to get back in this game. Crowd got completely silenced. I would argue that the first interception I threw wasn't really my fault. There's no way the fucking linebacker should have been able to play that ball. That second one was definitely my fault. No excuse there. Just threw it right to the linebacker. We got a decent run here. 12 yards. Nothing really. I might have wide there for a second, but I'm playing cautiously now, considering that I've thrown 2 back-to-back picks on plays I thought were open. We're gonna draw and just ran right into that fucking player on the D line, and we're already looking at a 3rd and 11. Nobody's open, and I'm getting chased down. Nobody got open, and the pressure got to me. So now 2 turnovers, and now a punt, and a touchdown, or even a field goal as he just breaks a tackle. And then gets by another guy. Puts us in a very precarious spot. Could be like a little draw. HB ISO. I'm going to be expecting pass here. No, this is cover 1 hole. Never mind, I thought it'd cover 1 robber. Come on then. I'll try and get a pick. Four wide receivers in the set. Good pass breakup. I would rather you intercepted it because that's what we need right now. But we get the ball back with a chance to get a touchdown before half. We can still win this game. We just need to score and stop them. Get around them, man. I feel like we lack so much speed. Except maybe at the quarterback position. Yards. Dude, we have not been able to run the ball at all. -1 yards on the ground. Got a man. That was poorly thrown, but he somehow hangs on to that. Poorly thrown ball. I don't know why I'm trying to do a sweep. We just don't have the speed for that. We're gonna audible out of that. I'm going to try one-on-one or not because my left tackle could not keep anybody off of us for long enough to make a deep play. The right edge rushers are well, they're better players. Another bad pass, and there's going to be a flag. And it's going to be on us. He was knocked out of bounds. That's the second time I've done that, I think. But not only that, that was a terribly thrown ball. And now we're facing another 3rd and long. Nothing. We're going to fumble the ball. They're going to scoop it up. And we just did not have time to throw. This is looking more and more like a blowout defeat because we just cannot do anything on offense anymore. Pressure is getting home on 4-man rushes. And they're just going to run right in on our carry. I was expecting a pass. I sent blitz, and it was just a run. And this game is starting to get out of reach early. 3 touchdowns on 3 turnovers. And Eastern Michigan is up 21-3. As we are just reeling after 2 interceptions and then a fumble lost. Just didn't have time again. Almost threw another interception. I threw it right to that edge rusher. They're just sending 4 and getting right to the quarterback, man. Got a man. Barely even got that pass off. That time they blitzed, though, so it makes sense why they got pressure. But they don't even have to blitz to get pressure. I don't know why they keep even trying to send blitz. They might as well just send 4 every play. They're going to get the pressure there regardless. A roll out. Nobody's open. Nobody's moving. I tried to throw it, but I couldn't get rid of it in time. We're going to punt again. Eastern Michigan's defense has just been absolutely absurd. Getting pressure whenever we both miss on that fucking tackle attempt. Getting pressure whenever they want on 4-man rushes. Receivers are not getting separation. And we're looking at we had to punt again. We have not scored since our opening drive. Quarterback just had all day to throw that and get it away. We went from being, what, 7 completions to 10 attempts. And now we're like 9 and 17. Oh, they're not trying to shoot clock. I don't know why I'm calling timeouts. Like we're going to drive. We need to drive here, though. We need to get a touchdown or at least 3 points or something on the board. We've been shut out since the first drive. Why did he slow down so much? And then he drops that. He slowed down so much on the cut that if he would have just kept running normally, he would have gotten open. That's unfortunate. That would have been a big play. It may have been what we needed to get within field goal range. I'm going to try to hit our tight end here. Big grab. Well, we're not going to get a touchdown, I can assure you that, unless we can somehow get a big play somewhere, which is just not going to happen. Just another terribly thrown ball. I don't know what this guy's passing stats are, but he's been throwing the ball terribly. Watson has. Those blocks downfield. Just like that, we're gonna get a field goal. Pick is up, and it's gonna be off the upright. Man, I didn't angle it enough. I suck at kicking field goals in this game. I don't even want to look at the halftime. We're just gonna right into the second half, bro. What a disaster again of a first half. We started off pretty good, and then we just could not do anything offensively. We made some bad mistakes. Specifically, one interception that was really bad, but one interception and, of course, the fumble, I can't really do much for. It's just a chance of that happening. Every time I get pressure and I throw the ball, I'm going to throw it to open man regardless. I ain't going to stop just because someone's close. And caught my own players. He's going to scramble out of the pocket and have nothing but green grass. And he's going to slide. Gonna wrap the gut for 8 yards. Well, I guess I should have figured if we could barely win against FCS, we weren't going to win against Eastern Michigan if we played like shit, and I have played like shit. And they're within 30. I was expecting pass, but they ran. Luckily, they only got 2 yards out of that. Luckily, he catches that out of bounds. The player got absolutely burnt, one of my corners. Try to run robber press to try and get an interception or something. A turnover would be huge right now, but couldn't get it. One-handed snagged by the tight end, and they get a first down. Tight end ended up getting open. He had all day. Quarterbacks just have been having all day to throw the ball. Pressure's not getting there. I just got absolutely pancaked, and that's going to be a touchdown. Try to blitz again, and I'd say this game is over already. I have to get a touchdown this drive, or the game's over. There's only about 10 and a half minutes left. We're going to be doing something to even have a chance. We're going to pretty much shut him out for the rest of the game. Be like a Tom Brady-esque comeback, 28-3. And that's not going to do it. Couldn't get any separation. And that's already my third pick of the game. Man. Just an absolutely terrible showing. And that will just about do it. We had to score on that drive, and we had to shut them out pretty much afterwards. And that's just not going to happen. I made way too many mistakes for this game to have even had a chance. I'm never going to win a game throwing 3 interceptions. And then also losing a fumble. And they're going to score again. Yep, I might just chew clock for the rest of this game. 35-3. Absolute blowout devastation. This game is out of reach. Even if I played perfectly for the rest of the game, I don't think that this is going to be in reach. Just none of my wide receivers got separation. The run game was completely snuffed out in the beginning, and I made too many mistakes. Everything went wrong. Everything that could go wrong went fucking wrong after the first drive. Except maybe defensively. Well, it would have helped if that guy didn't start running towards the line of scrimmage. You know, at this point, let's just throw in our fucking backups and see how they do. because we're not winning this game. Let's see how the backups do. I've pretty much completely given up. And then we start with a sack. Nice. Well, guys, I never said I was the best player of college football. And that definitely showed in this game. A game that we should have at least had a chance of winning ended up going the complete opposite way and me getting absolutely blown out. And it pretty much exclusively was my fault, as that's just another terrible pass by the quarterback. A lot of these passes have been terrible, but I did make some very questionable reads, and every time I did, it was met with an interception. But that just happens when I just don't have time to throw, and of course our quarterback has had all day to do so. So this game ended in the only way it could have, with us getting beat 35-3 at least. They're already within field goal range. He just plays soft for no reason. I had him pressed. If they score another touchdown, I'm just gonna chew clock. This has been an absolute disgrace. Another broken tackle by that linebacker who's just had an absolutely insane game. Or not linebacker, Jesus Christ, fucking tight end. We just had an insane game. No, that's a wide receiver. He's had 81's kind of a weird name for a wide receiver, but just look at the time he had to throw, man. Oh yeah, direct snap, breaks a tackle and gets in. That has pretty much summed up this game for us. Wow, just broke a tackle and went right into the end zone. 42-3. They have scored on all but 2 of their drives, and we just keep giving them the ball in good field position. We're just going to have to chew clock and forget about this game completely, man. Just chew clock and forget about this game completely, man. Another fumble, and it's intercepted anyway. Another turnover. Just didn't have time to do anything on that play. Try blitzing here. It's going to be inside hands off, and he walks it right in again. 48. Well, now 49-3. We couldn't even shoot clock properly. Giving them another turnover. They have gotten 5 takeaways this game. Got a decent gain on the read option. 2nd and 4 now. Sacked again. My fucking left tackle lost so fast. And that will take us into the 4th quarter. We have had so many 3rd and longs. So many 3rd and longs. And it's just going to be another one. And wow, they just immediately... That is 6 sacks for Eastern Michigan. Well... Yeah, they got their backups in now, too. We are never going to win a game giving the ball away 5 times, excuse me, and giving up 6 sacks. What an embarrassing defeat. Thought we could sneak a win at home. Not even sneak a win. I mean, this another draw, and he's just going to get a big chunk. I wasn't even like... It wouldn't have been sneaking a win either. It would have been if we were evenly matched. And this user error mixed in with fucking just terrible blocking has just led me to this. And they're going to have a chance to score another touchdown and drop 50 on our heads. I can't slow down this running back. Or this offense, for that matter. Late pitch. We're going to stop him. Got him that time for a stop. I'm going to pass it. Of course, they're going to have a wide open man. They're going to drop 50 on us. 56-3. What an embarrassment, man. Have we even gotten a first down since the first drive of the game? I don't think so. I think we might have gotten like 2 first downs this entire game. Run up the gut goes for 6. I have nothing else to say. What is there to say? I don't even think if I had played good, we would have won this game. It's been that bad. Another poorly thrown ball. I don't even think if I had played good, we would have won this game. We are getting beat so bad. That'll take us into the 2-minute warning finally. Finally get this game over with. I had high hopes after the first drive, man, and then it just fell apart at the seams. That was my fault. I kind of tried to do too much. I'm about to use up all my timeouts so so that Eastern Michigan will just kneel the game. Terrible angle on the tackle. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to spam timeouts so they can kneel it out and end the game. Not call another timeout. It's fucking stupid. I should be able to burn them whenever I want. Of course, he just slips through. Dude, this running back is insane. That is Christian McCaffrey right there. I don't care what you say. Hurry up and kneel the game out, Eastern Michigan. Holy shit. This just shows how far removed I am from winning this conference. Or making it out of the conference, for that matter. We might finish bottom of the conference. They're still not going to kneel it, bro. They're trying to run up the score. Oh, yeah, they are. Well, 56-3 will be the final score at home against Eastern Michigan. What a absolutely embarrassment on the field. My God. We only had 130 yards of total offense. We only averaged 2.8 yards per play. We had 21 rushes for only 30 yards with 1.4 yards per rush. 13 completions to 26 attempts with 0 TDs at 3.8 yards per pass with 100 passing yards. We had 0 out of 7 third down conversions. We had 5 turnovers. Lost 2 fumbles through 3 interceptions. This was just, there is no way we can go from... There's no way we can have a worse performance. We gave up 4 touchdowns in the third quarter and 2 and 3 in the second. It didn't show sacks. We got a blocking. O-line, everyone on the O-line, it seems, gave up a sack. Right guard, left tackle, left guard, right tackle. All gave up 1 sack. All those were the backups, though. Our starting running back had -1 yards carrying the ball. I don't know what to say. That was just an absolute beatdown. No other way to describe that. Just an absolute destruction, implosion of this team. 56-3. Let's make sure nothing like that ever happens again. Holy shit. Wow. Let's just get that out of our face and we'll move on from that. Wow. Just absolutely insane. Our next game is going to be against Miami of Ohio, who's a even better team than who we just faced, and it's going to be on the road. So I knew this rebuild wouldn't be easy, but I wasn't expecting to get 56 points dropped on me against Eastern Michigan, a team that was in the same like level as us in terms of overall. So makes me dread what's going to happen against Miami, Ohio, since they're a 70-2 over team. One of the best teams in the conference, I think. Matter of fact, they are, based on overall, the best team in the conference. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video as always, and we'll play Miami, Ohio next time and hopefully not get absolutely destroyed.